Hey bitches, it's Nick Snyder, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to discuss Jaclyn Hill's mother releasing a statement on Instagram regarding Jaclyn Cosmetics, as well as James Charles being accused of hitting on straight guys again. If you have not already seen my previous video about Jaclyn Hill using her ex-husband John Hill to speak out on social media, I am going to place a card in the upper right hand corner, as well as a link down in the description. If this is your first time on my channel, hello, welcome, how are you doing? If you could please hit the subscribe button down below, I would greatly appreciate it, and if you are someone who has been here for a day, a week, a month, or a year, welcome back. If you could please make sure you have all of your notifications set to on by clicking the bell icon somewhere on the screen. Please know that everything I speak on in my videos is my own personal opinion, and opinions are not facts, and please do not send hate to anyone or any brand that I speak on in my videos, because that is not what these are meant for. They're meant for us to throw a little shade, spill a little tea, and have a messy time here on the internet. Ever since Jaclyn Hill decided to delete all of her social media profiles, it's kind of become a guessing game as to who the next person in her immediate life is going to speak out regarding Jaclyn Hill and Jaclyn Cosmetics. As everyone knows, we have already had John Hill speak out a few times regarding Jaclyn Hill and Jaclyn Cosmetics. The new boyfriend, no one has heard anything from him. I don't even know if anyone's really even checking for him to make a statement. But now, Jaclyn Hill's own mother has decided to put her 2 cents in over on her Instagram. Now, I'm not exactly sure who told her that would be a good idea, considering the way that went for James Charles when his mother tried to jump into the ring during that whole Tati drama, but here is what she had to say. I want to thank each and every one of you for your wonderful messages, thoughts, and prayers for Jaclyn during this time. As her mom, it has been heartbreaking in so many ways. It was difficult and so very disappointing enough that some of her lipsticks had issues, but the onslaught of hate, lies, and even betrayal has by far been the worst part. It has been shocking. No one deserves to be beaten when they are already sad and down. But this post is not intended to focus on the negative, but rather the positivity that has come out of this. From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank those of you who are true and loyal followers and friends of Jaclyn. I've always said that she has the very best followers of all. You all are the most kind, sweet, and beautiful souls inside and out, and Jaclyn truly loves you. I love you. It has always been an honor to meet you, whether it's in person or through a written message. I am so very grateful for each and every one of you, and I wish I could personally give each of you a hug. Thank you for having faith in her and forgiving her. Please know that Jaclyn needs time, but she will be back stronger than ever. She is surrounded by love and support, and she will get through this. She will dust herself off, learn from her mistakes, and try again. After all, she has a dream to fulfill, and as long as I have breath in my body, I will always be her cheerleader. Please join me in continuing to cheer her on as true friends do, and thank you for having courage and being kind. Now, I can't be the only one out there that thought when I was reading that, or if you read it yourself from her Instagram, you felt like you were kind of reading or you were listening to someone's eulogy. Like, that was designed to just gain the most amount of sympathy for Jaclyn, and people were not having it. Someone said the following: "It's pretty pathetic mommy has to jump in and talk for a grown adult and CEO on her behalf because Jaclyn can't handle real life. Oh, and all the excuses too? Wow, no wonder this world is going to help. People can't take personal responsibility and pull the mental health card for everything." Another person said the following: "She is an adult. As a business owner, she put out a failed product and now is having her mother and ex-husband put out pity posts instead of facing her mistakes. This just gets worse and worse." Another person said the following: "This doesn't excuse the disrespect she has given to some of her loyal fans, such as Veronica. She basically insinuated that the girl was lying when she presented her with the issues and let her stans come for her, and oh, they did. She publicly did that, and she should have publicly apologized. I do not agree with the amount of memes that have been made and all the cyberbullying I've seen come her way at all. Millions of people coming for you has to just be awful. But I will say, she has screwed up. She needed to recall all the products because they were contaminated. White fluffies are a contaminant. I'm saying this as advice and a subscriber who has supported Jaclyn with her champagne pop launch and her original palette. I do not say this out of hate. She handled it wrong and could have saved herself a lot of this drama. Again, no excuse for the online butchering, but still." And then there is this girl that left a very long comment underneath Robin's post, and it says the following: "I mean this very respectfully. I am personally upset about how Jaclyn has handled things. I bought the whole collection and she blocked me on Twitter. I responded to her tweet. I can't help so many people liked my comment. All I said was the first girl had a name, so to use it. I can tweet her if she tweets. To get blocked was extreme. She has blocked tons of fans, and it's upsetting and hurtful. She needs to issue a complete recall and own up to what is going on. That is all we want as consumers. The fact that she is running from her problems is crazy. No CEO would ever conduct a brand or company in the way that she has. She has ghosted on all of her social medias, and her company ghosted the internet. Like, what sense does that make? Once again, I mean no harm. I am just upset about how she has handled things. Lies after lies. Just tell the truth. And to bring in the mental health card is so sad. She always uses that as an excuse. As you can tell, I am rambling, but as a consumer, we can't even get a voice without getting blocked. Like, I'm sure you'll just block me because everyone who comments anything is getting blocked by her. What does that mean in regards to her brand? Like, no way will I ever buy or support her again. She doesn't even let her fans be fans because she blocks them all. I don't know. Too much to even say. She just should have owned up and deleted her apps instead of running into hiding. It's just making it worse. I want to support you, Jaclyn. I want to be your fan. Why won't you let me or anyone else who is buying your launches? I don't know what else to say. Hope she can get herself together and face the situation so we can all move on. Jaclyn's mother actually responded to that comment and said the following: "If you are done, then please explain why you are here." Now, I totally understand the argument that everyone has that a parent should be allowed to speak up for their child, and they should be able to defend their child if they see that their child is literally getting dragged across the internet or whatever. Okay, fine. If you want to think that way, that's great, that's fine. I get wanting to stand up for someone in your family. However, when you are at the level of Jaclyn Hill and you are a CEO, you are pushing 30, girl, and you're a CEO of a company, you wanted to come out with your own brand for 5+ years, and you finally got it. And the first thing that your child does is run scared and hide because she released crappy products, because she put people in danger by having contaminated stuff, and she made the decision not to recall the products and instead to go running from the internet and delete all of her social media. And the thing that you think to do is to put out a sympathy post about her, and then when people are voicing their concern, because underneath your post is the only place that they can actually voice their concern because your child was a little bitch and left the frickin' internet, you're gonna come back at them and say, well, then why are you here? Do you really think that's a good idea? Does Jaclyn not have enough money that she can hire a frickin' PR team and they can handle this situation for her? Because the family, stupid. The ex, stupid. The new boyfriend, probably the smartest one in the bunch because he's not saying anything. He's like, I am staying out of this. I am not going to release a statement. Dear God, by the time this video is up, he's probably going to have released a statement asking for sympathy. So, no, Miss Robin. You do not get to come onto the internet and put out a sympathy post about your daughter, and then when people start voicing their concerns, you don't get to pop off back at them. What you need to do is put up your sympathy post if that's what you see fit and you think that's the best way for you guys to handle this situation. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Play up the mental health card like everyone else is doing, because that's what Jaclyn does when she gets into a lot of trouble. She'll either blame someone else or she's going to pull the mental health card, because we all know the mental health card is the card that you really can't say anything to anyone about, because people will be like, oh, you're an asshole because you're going after someone who's having a hard time. And honestly, at the end of the day, sometimes people pull that card. Some people are really having that issue, and that's sad. But what we're not gonna do is pop off at consumers who line the pockets of your daughter, who are lining your pockets now because you actually, Jaclyn said that you got to quit your job and live your best life because of her. She got to retire you. So what we're not going to do is piss off the people that are enabling you to retire. Do you want to go back to work? Because that's exactly what's going to happen if you keep doing what you are doing online and going after people. You're living a very comfortable lifestyle right now. I am so happy for you guys. That is great. But your daughter needs to come back on the internet, and she needs to handle herself as an adult does, as a CEO does, because right now everyone is just laughing about Jaclyn Cosmetics, and honestly, I don't think another launch is going to be possible. What is your opinion about the statement that Jaclyn Hill's mother released on her Instagram about Jaclyn Hill and the state of everything that is going on? Do you think it was just to gain sympathy? Do you think that she was in the right to do so? And if you do think she was in the right to do so, do you think that she should have been clapping back at supporters and people leaving comments underneath her post? Please let me know all of your thoughts and opinions down below. And now, very quickly, let's talk about James Charles and this straight barber. Something that James Charles is going to have to live with for the rest of his life is the fact that he makes straight men uncomfortable. That is not because of the Tati and Jeffree Star situation. That is just going to be because of James Charles and situations that he has put out into the internet. And everyone is always going to be looking at him under a microscope now, thinking, is that man straight? Or, is James Charles making him uncomfortable in some way? And it looks like here we are again, because James Charles was getting his hair done and had a barber over at his house. Now, I do not know if this barber is straight or not, but this is what the internet is talking about, and they wanted me to make a comment on it. But here is a clip of him and the barber.
Look at the barber who just walked in. Victor, you ready to cut my hair? Get it. Oh, okay. Look at the barber who just walked in. Victor, you ready to cut my hair? Get it. Oh, okay. Look at the barber who just walked in. Victor, you ready to cut my hair? Get it. Oh, okay.
To be honest, I don't see anything wrong with this clip, and honestly, I feel like people are just looking for tits on an ant with this one and are just holding James under a microscope. I mean, this isn't like when James Charles used to be with the Dolan twins. You guys remember how uncomfortable that made everyone? And you could tell, like, on the Dolan twins' face, they were like, oh my god, like, people think this is a shtick, but we're actually very uncomfortable. So, for me, there is no big deal with this clip. He was just joking around. The guy said, come and get it to him first. So, I mean, honestly, what is your opinion? Do you think that that was an uncomfortable clip? Do you think that people are just looking for tits on an ant? Or, I don't know, do you think people are just, like, wanting to talk about something because it's James Charles? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. And with that said, everyone, that is it for this video. I hope that you did enjoy it. Please follow all my social media that's linked down in the description as well. And I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.